This is a massive fight in British boxing and in world boxing. I think it's one of them fights that, you know, Lennox Lewis, Gary Mason all over again. This is one of those, you know, really career-defining fights.
He hasn't got the experience I've got. His career's been like easy, like quite easy fights.
I feel I'm the best. I feel I've got the sharper jab, I've got the sharper punches and crisper shots and more accurate fighter. So I was just about proving it on the night, really.
But I mean, look at the guys I've fought. You know, I've got winning records and they're much more established, like ex-world champions, ex-title contenders, etc. And also my experience as an amateur is obviously going to be key. But it's, you know, it's age versus experience. He's like a young fighter, young hungry lion, and it's going to be a tough fight. But that's what people want to see.
You know, I've got to be asked the question: who's the best fighter out of Joe, Joyce, and Daniel? At the moment, I would say Daniel, and I'm sure Sam Jones would say something totally different. But that's how it is, and there's only one way that's ever going to be found out is when they meet. One of us is going to be wrong, that's for sure.
What do you make of Joe Joyce as a fighter?
He's a tough, strong boy. He doesn't look the greatest of boxers.
I really can't wait to knock him out. As simple as that. Quite over there. You're waiting.
Honestly.
So I think you were to sleep again.
No, you're going to need a
April,
sleeping bag. You're going to need a sleeping bag on the night.
Did you bring it with you? I might need it now. Actually, you might need it.
This fight's definitely not going the distance. One of the last.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not going the distance because I'm going to knock you out, mate.
You're getting knocked out for sure.
Oh, really? Well, we'll see, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a very, very big fight. I think that's definitely, you know, a big challenge, big time boxing again after my last fight with Nathan Gorman. That'll be a lot of publicity around that one, and I'll come in there and step in with anyone.
Where does that rank among the pantheon of great all-British heavyweight fights?
Well, it's the best we've had for many years. I mean, I remember the big excitement when Henry Cooper fought Billy Walker, for example.
Blonde Bomber.
Right, and then, of course, the Joe Bugner fight. So we're going back a long way. We're going back 40-odd years before we've had two British heavyweights. You're not sure which one's going to win.
I mean, he's a really strong kid, and I think he's, you know, improving all the time. He's got some, you know, he knocks guys out. He's got dynamite in both hands, and he's moving in the right direction. And I think the fight makes sense now. You know, he's got stuff to offer me, so you know, it's quite an easy fight to make in both being in the same stable, and we're just going to show who's number one.
I've got a question for Daniel. If you get ill before the fight, you're going to pull out. What's going to happen?
No, my dear, you know what? I'm going to do you a favour because you can't see your son after he's been knocked out. You'll spare the heartache. You'll be spared the heartache.
Oh, really?
I think it's a must-win fight, and it's a fight that it's just breaking out of domestic level, really.
The one I'm excited out of all of them would be Dubois. I think Joyce is a perfect name, the Juggernaut. I mean, he is an absolute monster, and he punches hard. But I think he's very basic. I think he's too upright. I think he's too slow. He doesn't have any feet, and I think the elite level.
Box with no feet is a problem.
Yeah, I think he would get found out real quick. I would be amazed if he wins a version of the heavyweight title. I would be shocked.
Late knockout, late stoppage by the Juggernaut Joe Joyce.
I go Dubois. And the reason why I go Dubois is because Joe Joyce gets hit too much. He can bang, he can tough, he's a great athlete, he's a very clever, intellectual guy, but he gets hit too much. And at heavyweight, one punch can change everything. You can't afford to give shots away like that. But I know what he's capable of doing. I know he can take a shot, I know he can dig a shot, but he gets hit too much. And that's the only thing that gives it away for me in my choice.
I'm going to go Joe Joyce, my old teammate. Cracker. And it's going to go one of two ways. Either Dubois knocked him out early, or Joyce wins late on. That's simple for me. But I think with Joyce's experience, and you know, he's not as bad as people make out. He might be a bit stiff and whatnot, but he's better than you give him credit for. I went and sparred him not long ago, and he's still ferocious, busy work rate, solid chin, solid bloke. So for me, it's going to be Joyce.
I would bet Dubois. only because I think he punches harder than Joyce.
But you're going to get a great fight, afford for your money, and here we go.